Katt Williams is back. I guess he just on a tour, bro. You think everybody's trying to get Katt Williams on their show to?
Yes.
Yeah.
This was
I didn't watch this with Spike, so I'm gonna need some help with this one.
where he was going. Well, to your question about them wanting Katt Williams on, this was Joe Rogan's first YouTube show since he did a Spotify deal.
Redid the Spotify deal,
Yeah, so
which
he
is
definitely went and got Katt Williams and thought, "Oh, this is my premiere on YouTube."
Did you watch it?
I did.
Why, bruh? There's not really much to talk about with this. Katt was he was talking about aliens and shit, and who built the pyramids? It was like
It was
who
heavy
cares?
conspiracy theory. B. It wasn't. It was completely different. That was the only thing that I was going to break up. It was completely different from what
Cat
you
knew
did
what
with
audience he
Shay.
was talking to.
No, I know,
He
I
knew-
know,
yeah, he
I
was
know.
perfect. Cat knew
But for
exactly
us,
what
it was
That's
boring.
and that goes to what we were saying about him being on Shay Shay. Like he's more of an entertainer than anything. He knew exactly. Like none of the stuff that you seen on Club Shay Shay was on Joe Rogan.
Right.
He sounded like the nigga that did read 30 books every day or whatever. It was. He sounded like that. I ain't saying that they was fact-based books, Mike. I'm saying it just sounded like he gets lost in a lot of stuff and then he go regurgitate it or whatnot, and you get what you get. But he is a master at entertaining because he leaned right into what people would expect him to be doing on Joe Rogan. It wasn't a pinch of this Club Shay Shay cat.
That's kind of interesting to me. So did Joe Rogan lead him down this conversational path, or was Katt Williams did all this?
It started with them talking about them banning fruit flavored vapes in California, and that led to Joe Rogan asking him, why do black people like menthol?
That's what I saw.
But that led to him because what the answer to that is black people like more concentrated, stronger stuff. But then that led him into the.
Oh, he actually answered it?
Yeah, he did.
Oh,
but he said it was racist, right?
He
did say it was racist.
But it was kind of like a going back and forth because Joe Rogan was trying to explain that it wasn't and what he meant, but Katt Williams was still like, but it's still racist, regardless of what your intent was.
Is it racist?
Yeah, it's racist. Why the fuck would Joe Rogan ask him that?
Right.
Like, you gotta think about it. Why do you care? Why do you care enough to ask a stupid question like that to a black man?
Well, Katt Williams did say that in California, they banned the menthol and black people didn't like that. Which is why Joe Rogan.
let himself
which is why Joe Rogan was like, well, why black people like menthol so much?
I missed the part where,
it was
Katt
right
Williams
before
set
that.
him up.
It was right before that.
Okay.
Katt Williams did set it up.
So Katt Williams walked into that question.
Yeah, Katt Williams led Joe Rogan into saying a racist question. That's not fair.
And then to call him racist.
That's
that
fucked up.
Katt Williams doing like
That's
he was
fucked
showing you
up.
how smart he was up there on that platform.
That's not very smart.
Well, yeah,
that's real
He
stupid.
knows that people perceive Joe Rogan as a racist, and I think he wanted to address that very early.
But he should also know that his fans don't perceive him as a racist. So if Katt Williams is leading him into a racist question, they're gonna fucking discount the entire thing. If he said they banned menthol and black people didn't like that, and the response is, oh, well, why do black people like menthol so much?
Right.
That's a racist question. Come on, man.
That's a good follow-up question. You asked me.
It's a damn good follow-up question.
That's how it happened.
I missed the part before that. All I saw was Joe Rogan asking him that, and I was like, "Here we go with Joe Rogan."
Because they were talking
shit.
about the flavored vapes, and
I saw that
banning the flavored vapes meant they banned menthol too. So they had different Newports. His specific thing was they have different Newports in California than they have everywhere else. And black people love menthol and Newports. Well, why do black people like it so much?
I think the video I saw was edited because I believe you. I believe you 100%. So I'm not saying you're wrong. I believe you. But the video I saw didn't have that part.
It didn't either.
So I think somebody cut that part out, and then just put the Joe Rogan part up to make it seem like Joe. I mean, I do think Joe Rogan is absolutely fucking racist. Don't get it twisted. He's racist as fuck. But I don't know that this really supports that.
Especially if he set him up.
He did.
Wow.
Yeah, that's so. Is Katt Williams code switching, bro?
Code? No.
How is that code switching?
His demeanor different from
his
one
demeanor's
podcast
not different. He's just like Spike said. He's an entertainer. He's
subject
going,
matter.
Yeah.
You know, we could do the same thing. Like we could talk about go anywhere from politics to stock market to.
Was he still as lively as he was on?
No. They was smoking weed. He was just chill.
No, I see where you're going, but I don't think that classifies as code switching. I just think that he's tailoring his subject matter for the audience, which is smart.
Yeah, he's showing his diversity.
Right. But it was just boring to me because like the most of what I saw was him talking about the pyramids and how slaves didn't buy the pyramids and slaves were not stronger than everybody else because they weren't eating good food. It was boring to me. I was like, who cares?
Where do you get that from?
Well, he said he read somewhere, of course, that they were more mechanically inclined than they're claiming to be. And from what he's understood and read is that they had machines doing what they're saying that man-made pyramids were.
I thought that was always kind of put out there that
that they have machines.
Well, not wait. He's talking about literal machines.
He's saying that like one of his conspiracy theories is that the world started over or something like that. So they had machines and all these things that got wiped out prior to us realizing what they.
Well, I was talking about like pulleys and shit like that.
I thought that was already established. Yes.
Yeah, he's not. So he's. So I thought when he said machines, he was just using that to describe.
He's talking about like aliens and.
See, I think he probably read machines. The book actually was talking about pulleys because those are machines. Yeah. And he's just so smart. He didn't grasp what they were saying. So he thought motherfuckers had fucking cranes and shit.
That's right.
He's like, man, this interview was fucking ridiculous. I didn't watch the whole thing because I turned it was boring, but I was just like, why?
I just thought the most interesting thing was like Ken was saying, it was, I don't think he was code switching, but he was like, Ross said, he was playing to his audience and he did it really well. I would say that. Because do you watch Joe Rogan interviews at all?
Fuck no, I don't watch Joe
Rogan. All of his interviews are like
I've seen
primarily like that deadpan, slow pace.
Okay.
Yeah, all of his interviews, like
I've seen clips and stuff.
I don't watch Joe Rogan.
I don't either. But I've seen ones that other people repost on YouTube because they're like fantastic or like very whatever. I'll watch some of those. And even stuff with like Jordan Peterson or whatever, I don't find boring. I just find him to be a fucking idiot. Well, both of them. I find Joe Rogan to be a fucking idiot too. But I've never watched one and just been like, God, this is boring as fuck. This was super boring. It's like what you're saying is just silly.
Yeah.
Like they had machines to pull this stuff up and the slaves weren't. What? These pyramids are fucking like skyscrapers. What are you talking about? Pyramids are huge.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not saying it makes sense that slaves did it either. It makes no sense that slaves picked these big ass rocks up and climbed up to the next big rock and put it on top. No, it makes no sense. I have no idea how the pyramids were built. I know there wasn't some big ass fucking Georgia Power crane over there fucking lifting rocks. I know that much. I'd sooner be fucking entertained if he said it was aliens. At least aliens makes more sense than slaves picking rocks up.
He implied that
that the aliens brought the machines?
Yeah, that the aliens would. That was the implication.
I have seen those stories out there.
Yeah, that was the implication. They were aliens.
I thought he was saying that it was not aliens.
No, he was saying aliens.
Because I thought Joe Rogan was kind of throwing out that it might be aliens.
He doubled, and then Katt Williams went into it.
Like, see, sometimes I can't tell if Katt is being serious or not. I thought Katt Williams was like saying it wasn't aliens. That it was
he started talking about the Enochians. Are you familiar with that? Familiar with what that is? I'm telling you, man. Like when he said that, he said they was some form of alien or like lizard people or some shit. Like he went full down conspiracy lane, bro. He was talking about like aliens being in the sea.
See, that must have been
versus. He said space wasn't real.
Okay, so this is my fault then. I turned it off.
Wait, how is space not real?
Because you ever seen it?
He said they landed on the moon.
He's like, well, did I?
It was like he said they landed on the moon and the thing landed and it sounded like a bell, like it was hollow.
I'm thinking I've seen space.
You ain't seen space?
No,
you ain't seen space. You just seen black sky. That ain't space. What the hell?
He said the real aliens are in the ocean. He said
I've heard that before.
We've explored more space than we have the ocean.
Yeah.
I've heard that before.
What's the percentage of sea we haven't explored?
90%.
Well, when do they come out of the ocean?
90%.
Yeah.
To 10.
Huh?
When do they come out of the ocean?
They don't.
When you go to sleep.
Mike told you this like years ago.
I've been told y'all this.
That the aliens in the ocean.
Well, there's not necessarily just in the oceans, but I definitely believe it makes sense.
That's what he was saying. That's where he took that.
Every like 1,000 years or something, or not even 1,000, every couple of 100 years, how often do we see some fucking thing pop up? It's like, oh, we found this ancient sea creature and it looked like a fucking dinosaur and shit. And then the story's gone like 2 weeks later. This happens all the time.
It does. Yeah.
So yeah, I definitely believe there's some shit down there. If we go deep enough, bruh, something's gonna pop up. Guaranteed. That's probably what happened to them fucking y'all stupid. That's probably what happened to those fucking Titanic people. They got clapped by some sea aliens. Yep. Aquaman and them popped up and was like, nah, bitch.
Aquaman.
Aquaman and Namor, both of them.
There's people I was going to say the name. What is that? Black Panther.
Huh?
Yeah, Black Panther
There's
too.
people out there like that, right?
Yeah.
There might be. I don't know.
We wouldn't know.
No,
Huh?
we
We
wouldn't
wouldn't
know.
know.
No, because we die when we go that deep.
Yeah. You watch Joe Rogan? You say you watch it?
I watch it.
Ew.
Like consistently.
Yeah. I watch it every time.
Market
Drop.
research.
Yeah, I watch it every time he drops.
Really?
That was one of the first podcasts that I ever started listening to. Joe Rogan and Combat Jack. Those were the first two, I think.
Yeah, Combat Jack was my first one, but I never understood how Joe Rogan got so like most of his content I find to be boring. And I was like, you just talking about maybe some very very niche thing I might be into. Like, oh, they talk about like how were the pyramids made, or is Atlantis real? Did we ever really find Atlantis or something like that? Or every once in a while, he might have like Killer Mike or
As of late, it's been more comedians on there, so they don't really get into that. But he did used to have very specific stuff, which is what got me to watching it. Now I watch. I don't watch the whole thing. I tap in for the first 30 minutes, and if I like what they talking about, I stay around. But he also, like you said, every now and then you'll get a Killer Mike on there, or you'll get somebody who like you want to hear from.
I think he had like Donald Rawlings on it once.
Yeah, Donnell Rawlinson on there. Like any comedian.
People say he's funny.
He is funny. Well, Joe Rogan or Donald Rollins?
Rollins.
Yeah, I think he's funny.
He's
With
funny.
the Chappelle.
Yeah, actually,
He got a Netflix special right now.
Yeah, I've never watched any of his stuff.
I don't know if his specials are funny now.
He just got in an argument with a guy that said he wasn't funny.
That's what I heard he got into a beef with somebody, and then somebody was like, "Oh yeah, he's actually pretty funny." I was like, "Oh, okay,
No, he is.
can't think of
I
the
saw him
guy's
in San Francisco.
okay, okay."
He was at that Chappelle, Chris Rock show.
The guy was saying that David Chappelle was like not funny in stand up.
Mm-hmm.
And he said that he's mostly funny in movies or something like that. And Donnell Rollins had just got off the stage. Damn. And he was like, "Now you got my man, you know that's his boy. You got him messed up." And he was like, "Man, you not funny neither." He's like, Corey Holcomb, that's his name.
Yeah, yeah. Corey Holcomb,
He said
yeah, I
he
heard about
called Donnell Rollins comedy mild.
that. Ooh,
Nah, it was funny.
And then Donnell Rollins kept yelling he a beast, and they was going back and forth.
yeah. The the comedy landscape for black
Crazy.
comedians is I think is rough. We got anybody?
It's like rap.
yeah, it's just
like rap back in the day.
who's the next great one?
It was
Yeah.
Chappelle.
No, after him. Like
after
we grew up with like a new, breed of comedians, and then right after that, towards the tail end, I don't know who gets to claim Kevin Hart or whatever, but I think he was like could have ushered in like the next wave, but
Is there a young, funny, like black?
We got social media comedy.
Yeah, it's like it's Drewski now, right? Like it's evolved into people like Drewski and Desi Banks.
Oh, I like him.
Desi.
Haha Davis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How I fell off, but
Yeah.
But wait, is Juicy
Trap
the one that was
comedian.
running away from?
yeah.
Oh,
He not that funny.
nah, he can't be if he was. Nah,
Drewski is.
His
funny. I
skits,
don't care
his
what
skits
y'all
are funny.
I don't like it. Drewski is funny.
I don't watch him
as a comedian?
I haven't watched him.
No,
As
not
a
a stand-up
comedian, as a
comedian. He's a
Oh.
social media like. I
That's-
don't even
that's
think
what
he
Ken
does
talking
stand-up.
about.
But
He's
yeah.
talking about like stand up.
Yeah.
But it ain't really like
They
that's
don't
what
really
the
exist.
younger comics are gravitating towards. They don't really do stand-up.
But Desi does stand up.
They tried.
DC Young Fly and all them cats do 95
DC
DC
South.
Young
Young
Fly,
Fly.
there
Okay,
you
now
go.
Carlos
That's a
Miller
good
is
one.
funny. I think from what is it? 90, what's
85 South.
85 South.
85 said 95.
Yeah.
Carlos Miller. Chico
Carlos
Bean.
Miller's really Chico funny. Like
Chico
all
funny.
three of them are funny.
I think
in
DC
different
Young
ways.
Fly is the funniest.
Yeah, he can.
I think Carlos is.
I think he does consistent stand. I think the last big new comedian was like Tiffany Haddish, and then we all know what happened to her. But after that, I don't really remember the next like, oh, this is the one that's going to be the new leading
Yeah.
force of New York.
I think it's easy.
Go ahead.
I think it's easier for them to be like Drewski and Desi now than it is to actually go like do stand up.
Yeah.
Like I think more comedians are going to take that route because they can create their own content and they start getting paid from the platforms versus going to do a $10 open mic and having to build your audience that way. I don't think that they see the value in being stand-ups anymore.
Man, doing stand up is a beast.
Yeah.
The material don't last neither no more. So
Right.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, because people were recording it and stuff.
yeah, people record it, and you can't repeat the same joke. Like, doesn't work.